Okay, abusaba makwaba stronko so edeba POG Media so. Abusia yembonra eye yensem. Eye 2028 general election. Abusia NPP for ashase pese omo elect omo 2028 Flagbearere. Na we ene Mugabe ababonten ababiliki NDC nipa obelidi NDC 2028 no waba ababiliki asisi ano NDC finally no omo etruzi nipa etese obelidi eye 2028 Flagbearership no na edin a ebopi mu no Mugabe say after say John Dramani Mahama ebe free power no obe hande over ede ama another JD. Intino JD na awaka ho asem no utie ensema Mugabe ka o say JD no na ohwe sisi anoko Flagster house nso a eye Julius Debrah na sisi ano NDC for omo appoint ni say omo pese omo de borem 2028 December elections. Yensem mbra yanko Mugabe ona yanko ti ensema ekoso. Oni alista na na etwetwe nkomo mo yanko na yanko ti medamase.
Divine selection fire there. Oh, Mrs. Tanso who I fe na any outfit no nya easy and I won so nya sem ketwa. Ntema anyina blush. Oze. Who fe and na honorable so na tade no. I like orange colors, so I'm attracted to.
Oh, that's your birthday mood.
Oh yeah. No, she's on the 5th floor. Allow her to flow, please.
June, I'm for the baby.
Mugabe now. We ranka boxing assembly. I can be kebi, but my mantem. Enti baby odi MPP assembly wakani nyina nsema meka nyina wakani nyina na the person me can be kitwe bi say she alluded to it say they are trying to use the up down approach. The idea is that they want those people who are there now to elect Bawumia. But me too, I'm leading a movement to make sure the MPP brings Bawumia back.
I like it.
Yes, I'll lead that movement. We have to floor him again and teach him a lesson in national politics. Oh, you think we are kids? Let them look, Mugabe. Yo, Mati.
Another J Besamba.
Yo, say we are prophetic.
Mahama and I. Ebiwie 2028.
Yeah.
The Obasaba no su Jika.
Ah, they say wo hu ade. Wo hu ade na oka.
Say John Dramani. Mebo. Another JD Besaba. Market today.
Challenge.
Tiasuma make an listen. Me say John Dramani mama say JD. After John Mahama, you be say another JD.
Inshallah
come shehene.
Eneda ben. Eneda ben. Mon chanto.
23rd.
Almost starting share. Eneda Monday 23rd June 2025. Me say John Dramani mama ni JD. John Dramani.
Wow, ex near come out.
Another JD Ebesamba after John Mahama.
That's it.
Full swing.
Angels na kase wonyeme.
Santi no my idea meet you. And Mugabe, baby, no, they should bring Bawumia. We don't care. And Mwankasano, you are a tiny minority where you are. The Ghanaians don't want to listen to you. It's just that the NDC don't want to bluff with their weight of 2/3 in the streets and in our homes. And so that tiny minority that you are, and you are not as wise as the no, you even they're tiny. Even micro, they are tiny micro minority, and don't listen, don't learn anything. And look at how they have gone to decide to reorganize themselves, even in opposition. You lose election,
2 years.
You see, so this is the illogic of the party that claims is democratic. You see, Mugabe, how can you be so the common sense? Yeah. So you lack common sense in this decision. You lack logic in trying to use what be down for alleged so they want to put the cat before the horse. To foundation. Let's promote Bawumia to come so that we'll floor him finally. This time he'll get 3.8%. 3.8, but they are fighting. They move. Say move 38. They move 3.8. What do you Is that the MPP we knew?
And NDC is your focus.
Yes, we must be focused and we must be united, and we all must go in one direction. When the bell rings, we must all be in line to support. Yeah. That one there, it must be there. Yes, rally behind whoever. Yeah, who Mugabe. Because last week, all the boxes in the bar.
Let me give you 5 minutes.
Yes, yes, and
yes,
and American baby audio mu free by me Akuffo I won't think and I say me better on them. What I say na me bukum baku. Oh Debbie, maybe some question here. The Mugabe. Share boxing as we see it is a fortune on its own. And let no one deceive you.
Azumah
Nimoja, and yes, and I don't sit here for nothing. And because you mentioned his name,
one family.
Yes, the story of Azumah is one of a journey from under the table. Clearly, listen to me. I'm saying the story of Azumah Nelson is one of a journey from under the table. This weekend, I was reading a book by Reverend Wilfred Stephen Atta, The Journey from Under the Table, and I saw Azumah's name. So I began to reflect, because when he started out of nothing, Azumah, no Ochi Kube, no Tom. Ask you, I'm a family member, I'll say it, because we must write his story in gold. How he was even determined to overcome the impediments of the time. Yes, not Tom Kube, Kube truck, Mutom. You ask those who knew him. So he was strong. So they will take him. We are cousins. We are a Tabon family. We are the Nelsons, the Koffis.
That's why you are Alessa Nelson.
Yes, that's why I'm Tyro. His Tabon name is Azumah. I have a senior brother who is also Azumah. There's Aruna, there's Idrisu, there's Abdullah. They are all there inside there. So Mugabe, it didn't just start. Obreye. Then how he even got close to state institutions like the prison's boxing gym, like the Ghana Armed Forces boxing gym. How J.J. Rawlings recognized him and picked him to go and fight in Pakistan to beat a certain boxer who was beating Ghana's soldiers who went on a boxing. You know, they used to go on peacekeeping, and when they go, they used to fight boxing. And there was an American boxer who beat the Ghanaians. So they took Azumah to go and beat that guy there in Pakistan when J.J. Rawlings was head of the boxing team of the Ghana Armed Forces. You can check, you can find out. So then he came to the Olympics, Edmonton Games, 1978, and won gold. Then the story started. Then they took him to go and face the almighty Salvador Sanchez, and he lost in the 15th round. You just go back and look at the fight.
15th?
In the 15th round, yes, he was knocked out, a technical knockout in the 15th round. At the time, he used to travel more than 12 rounds. So in the first round, you see Azumah's prowess. That this local guy from Accra, who is he? He fought the guy. The guy was strong. He'll give you an uppercut and send you home. Even the people who were there before he saw them, he beat them flat. But Azumah fought him. Then in the 7th round, something unexpected happened. Azumah trying to attack him, he came up with an unexpected blow that sent Azumah to the ground. And Azumah staggered to the ground. But look at this. We thought that was going to be the end of the fight. When Azumah woke up, he demonstrated who he was. It was no wonder that when Salvador Sanchez died, yes, Azumah took up the challenge and fought Azabache, what's his name? Wilfredo Gomez in 1984. Yes, the fight, they were trying to dodge Azumah and other things. And when Gomez came up with Azumah, he had also been beaten by Salvador Sanchez in the 7th round. But Azumah survived the 15th round with Sanchez. So Azumah had a clue to fight him. He had watched his fight. He knew how to. Yes, Gomez was a strong guy. He was up. He had to reduce his weight to come and face Azumah. And like I told you, Adi Ebesi, it's like a journey from under the table, out of nothing. Go and see where Azumah started training from. Go and see what he went through. Self-discipline, physical discipline. Then his church, the Apostles' Revelations Church, how they spiritually supported him throughout the journey. And what he made of the success. I can tell you that boxing kept us together under the revolution when J.J. Rawlings was in power. Yes, many people did not know that it was J.J. Rawlings who propped Azumah up in private to go on fighting. Yes, he used to visit him to train and other things to encourage him. DFNN. I remember his fight in Las Vegas with Jeff Fenech. They said he shouldn't go. Everybody said, they want to take the fight away from you. So the fight was it's a second one in Las Vegas. The first one had been a draw, and your man was shouting. Fenech was making noise that he had won the fight and other things. So they brought it to Australia. Yeah. Yes, Azumah told everybody in full glare that he was going with his own referee. Charlie, everybody was afraid, but this was his referee. He went in the first round, he smashed the guy to the ground. Then the second round, he did the same. The third round, the guy came fighting back with his knee.
On his home soil.
Yeah, on his own in Australia, it was raining. He could do anything to push Azumah down, like he did in Las Vegas, trying to use karate to get Azumah. This time, the blows were singing. Then he came himself, trapped himself in the 8th round, trying to corner Azumah. And Azumah turned him inside out. The rest is history. Just the second jab and he was down. The whole Australia, everybody was watching. So Azumah went there to his bedroom.
That was in Melbourne, right?
Yes, Melbourne, in Australia. His own bedroom to beat him. And like I told you, if we are to replicate Azumah's story, then we must get good promoters like Sharaf Mahama. Azumah was supported by a group of people, Setasa, Kema, Carpet Center, and a group of people who put their money to Donkin. Yes, that was his international partner. Yeah. So locally, you need to get your things right. Get your boxer correct. Let him be disciplined. Let him be committed towards the sport.
A FIFA agent.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that Sharaf is somebody we must protect. He has seen the light in the boxing field. Huge sums of money, millions of dollars. And when it comes to boxing, you can talk about 60s. Nkrumah brought Ali here. Why? You can check the Cluche Robertsons were fighting and Ghana's name was going on. In the 70s, we had DK Poison. We used him a lot. When he became world champion, he had Nisika. His foreign component of the money. That's what we used to buy Dansoman. The foreign component to build Dansoman and Kwada. So Nisika yes. We needed foreign material. We didn't have the foreign exchange. We used the boxing money, DK Poison. So we say we'll pay him at a later date and pay him stipends and give him somewhere to sleep in Nungwa. Nungwa was built by a champon so that you were in a car to be able to go around. So they didn't pay the lump sum to him. Then in the 80s, we had Azumah. When he goes to fight and comes and his money drops in the Bank of Ghana, huge sums of money. He used to cushion the city. Ask anybody, yes. Ask anybody. So, and then you have Ikotes who also came up later, Agbeko and Joshua Clote and then Dogbe. You understand? We must raise world champions. You can see a 13-year-old boy. I'm sure you met him at the demonstration fight. That guy must be mentored into a world champion. We must sit with the Cubans and bring them in. We must get the Filipino trainers to come in and support our boxing. And the state must have a deliberate policy. Businessmen, KGL. I saw KGL support Sharaf to support the promotion he did. Check your facts. Check your facts, Mugabe. KGL, yes. KGL, check your facts, Mugabe. So
supporting Sharaf doesn't mean say.
No, I'm saying that
the money is making at the end of every.
Please, that story will come to it.
Also, checking.
Yes, that is why.
If it must be done,
it must be done well. Mugabe, as for the KGL thing, me and you will talk about it here. Let's find time. We'll talk about it, and you will see there are two sides of a coin. When you listen,
they should investigate.
Please, so you let me finish with my.
You with the boxing.
Yeah, so. So Mugabe, Sharaf is on the right path. Nobody should let anybody confuse him. That journalist, I don't want to mention his name. You like glorifying him by mentioning his name. He does not understand what is going on. And he's not coming to terms with the fortunes in the boxing industry. In America, there's one person. They started and mention his name. What's his name? Very strong guy. Beats everybody. Oh, Charlie, somebody help me with his name. Mayweather. $1 million guy. $1 million guy. Look at the jobs he has created. You know the jobs boxing creates. You know the trainers, the amounts of money they get. Those who, even the boys, the Goro boys around the boxing, the Glove boys, those people. Do you know how much money they earn? The trainers at the ringside, the Mazoes. You know, it creates jobs. Those business promoters who put their money to it. When there's a boxing event, look at the vendoring that goes on, from food to whatever you want to buy. So please, let's support boxing as a nation. Let's have a deliberate support as a nation. Where is the Ghana Boxing Authority, Mugabe? Nigeria ni wuye me kama money who promoter now go far ne buy no na e Canada so GBA on this car. I'm telling you.
$3,000.
We see GBA no so on this car didn't efuniko. Me catch the promoter no, I have his contact. I've been talking to him. Look, let's get together. Some me promoter now make Ghana MCC. Opeso the international fight Eko Kumasi. Na santi hin betra obi. No share. The international fight, but he needs to get people together. Into Sharaf who will put his money to boxing? Why? What is the envy of the first family? No, Mugabe, let me address this once and for all. Mugabe, Mugabe,
a 50-50 chimpe.
Mugabe, what is the envy of any first family in this country? I always ask, especially say NDC for power. Omo to be tired, penning for a time. Look at Professor Mills. Look at the amount of hatred they put at his doorstep. What? And they hate his son. They hate the wife. Look at the wife. Look at her demeanor. Oh, can some funny power? Look at my Lordina. Oh, we are see. Say, oh, mommy and your sister. Umpe. Me any doormat. My foundation me sukeke. Umpe. What? Wow, it's a time and this thing, it must be encouraged rather than shutting the young man up. We have many young men like Sharaf who have money, but have decided that they will not put one city to anything because a man who do sika bape no time wako brain now would yes now when young sika now person the boy man
that was NPP time
enti obi ebaya obenya sika no koto to pre okope ma oh ma be 20
one man
one wife. That's my principle. All women out there who are struggling and then who don't have husbands, they should always raise their head that they should look for just one man and stay by. It's Mugabe. I was happy. Bukom Banku and Haiti Powers when they fought. Look at everybody went to the stadium. Even a local fight, the person who promoted it, go and ask him the amount of money he raised from them.
The coach.
Yes, I'm telling you. Then you have Techi, the young man who is an Olympic medalist now. Yes, he should be encouraged. Look. Azumah's style is unique, or it was unique, and I'm saying if Azumah writes his story, it will be a blockbuster. But you see stories on web and Ghana Web and other things. But I'm saying if Azumah's story comes out, I want to sit and help write the story. I remember his fights vividly in my face because my heart followed him. Especially especially against the Fenech in Las Vegas. I never felt happy throughout the match. I never felt happy. Yes, it was hot and he looked sick. This was not Azumah we knew.
No,
yes, Charlie, I felt it. But Charlie, we waded through. We got a draw against the guy's resistance. And then he asked us for a rematch in his home village. We beat him to it. So that's why I told you, this is a journey from under the table. That's Azumah. And we can create more journeys from under the table. Look at that. Oh yes, I'm going to do baby.
And no baby. Yes,
and
what is it?
Yeah.
Can I add a little?
You can add a lot.
Unfortunately, it looks like our society is becoming more of obi adia ebebo na baso no.
Yes,
na yese no. Mehu impanyifo wo krom ha. East Legon Executive Club for almost kapi. And then I may be some madam for be say it's our club no apart from so omukono monsa na kwala girls diomuchi na omode pot belly no
say it fifth floor say it
Mugabe mom ka temi maminka Mugabe
ka
East Legon Executive Clubs almost kapa and then me who say Ibrahim God bless you story bi I say onu na otua concrete ni nyina law school AC no onu na otua concrete ni ewo Legon so da bi aje kemba
oh okay we should take one to KJT and take one to Kotograba.
Please, we are leaving the markets.
No, take it to the market. Don't leave the market entirely.
Let me finish my point. So, there are rich people in this country. Ibrahim is doing his part. The other ones, they like to be seen. Or I thought Tesla, now blogger Dinechi, they be show, giving the young people unnecessary pressure. We don't see them putting. I mean, it's their money. Nobody tells me what
special.
Yeah, nobody tells me what I do with my money. I'm not going to tell them what to do with their money. But the reason why I mentioned their name is that this is a young man, Sharaf, coming up. And he doesn't need their help. He has his own brain. He has his own vision. He has his own will. Who to me, Mbwana, don't pull him down. Yeah. If you can't help Sharaf, shut up. It's as simple as that. This is a young man. You see, in our generation, generation,
international footballer.
But Mugabe, generation, we didn't get that help. Our generation, we were. And so. Yeah. Yabeka say want to me nkasa on penyimfo mu you the project we are we dey catch our mama class o pese we boxing promoter yabeka say we abodam. Yeah. But the young ones coming, they are full of vision. Yeah. And as a parent, nipa na who condemn Sharaf no bompai say ube wo ba obe to say Sharaf.
Ebisi.
Na me my advice to you is that wo ba na oye to say Sharaf no vision no ba wonchen support that child. Don't make beside say na sika me ko fa we. Look, that program that went on in Bukom was sponsored. Sharaf doesn't even need to take one CD out of his pocket to do it.
He's a good promoter.
Go if you see as a journalist. Me kasa by heart. As a journalist, before I will be one no, now akasano, you have to have credibility. Where does the credibility comes from? The credibility comes when you do your investigation. Until before you rashedly came on air to say compare Sharaf to Jankoma. To say ehina
no one sponsors so
ehina Mugabe mami ehina Sharaf nyani sikano. As a journalist, I expected say who baby say companies being a sponsor no. I saw the flyer. There were so many companies that were sponsoring him. So in the end, Nupono Sharaf will even make money
out of
it. And Ankamino, my advice is that you can learn from Sharaf. We can learn from him. Who need vision now? Who will be our vision now? You can follow in their footsteps.
The better.
Okay.
Kitchen.
And some also our political highway. So Mugabe and Alistair and yet Omonka say omo edisa and seminar to ja. HSA Mugabe HSA after say John Dramani Mahama Bekono NDC essence de another JD eba inti eno ehonsem ena ye Debrah we better master some of Japan kokoti sa in some way e de mi aha POG Media so better master